Embarrassing is the only word that I can think of right now after watching the performance that we've just had with Manchester United. Did not expect this to be this bad, us to play this bad against Spurs, who outplayed us completely. It ended at Spurs 2 and Manchester United 0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, with goals from Sarr and Davies. Completely, both goals were completely avoidable in my opinion. But then Spurs dominated and outplayed and outran Manchester United, and Erik ten Hag was completely like he almost felt like what can he do? The players he has and the players he can play, he played all of them like he could. He didn't have Maguire because he wants him to leave, so Maguire is not there. McTominay is, again, he wants him to leave. That's why he is not there. He's not playing Donny van de Beek because he wants him to leave. So he is trying to do everything that he can do to allow more players to come in. But then the club needs to support Erik ten Hag to get the players that we really need, because we clearly see we are lacking that midfield. Mason Mount playing deep, you can expect miracles out of him if he's doing a great job. He did a really good job in the first half. He was amazing, energetic to the ball. Like, he was covering Casemiro's position. You could feel that Casemiro finally had some support. You know, he didn't really kind of completely be singled out like against Wolves, because you could see like Casemiro being alone with two players charging him. So, you know, you could see those differences. But today that was not the case. But Bruno, you know, you still don't know where you want to play him. He's playing up, so he's playing behind Rashford. The biggest problem is we need Rasmus Højlund to come quickly, because Rashford can't play as a striker. We have seen him struggle. He was struggling today as well. He can't take a defender one-on-one. That's pretty clear. He is a much more a winger on the left side. He can cut in, then he can, you know, trick around, get to the ball, you know, trick around to kind of get a beautiful score. That was missing. I felt that was missing. We need to back Erik ten Hag. Manchester United needs to back Erik ten Hag to get the players that they want. This was not the performance that I expected. Onana made a couple of amazing saves. I would say he was best of the rest, in my opinion. He was the only one who was trying to calm the whole defense down. There was a lot of talk, like the way they were playing almost was like they were rushing. United was rushing from the back, like Varane, Martinez, Luke Shaw, and Van Bissaka. That was kind of strange, but then it was nice to see Spurs. Spurs were really in control in the midfield. Yus Bissouma was like amazing. Like, he controlled the mid completely. Pedro Porro was really nice. Some really, you know, good chances, like first half chances. Pedro Porro shot hitting the woodwork. Then the deflection from Martinez, then again hitting the woodwork, and Richarlison missing it by a centimeter or something for Martinez to then clear it off. And then Bruno Fernandes misses like from 6 yards. That's kind of like, I'm like, how can he, like, that was in the first half. It was like perfectly poised for him to get it, but then that didn't happen. It was a beautiful ball. If that would have gone in, that would have been a different game. But United did not score in the first half. It ended 0-0. But then the main thing again was like Garnacho's. How is that not a penalty on Romero? It hits his hand. It hits his hand inside the penalty box. I don't really get it. VAR looked at it. They said, no, it was good. I'm very sure from next week onwards that would be given a penalty. Like, it hits his hand, period. It's not an unnatural position. He is going and he's diving with his hands out. He's flailing. Anyway, you know, I can rant about this for quite some time. But the VAR decisions didn't go for Manchester United. Bruno got a yellow card after Antony got a yellow card. So that was kind of that. I think that's where the momentum shifted. Bissaka got a very stupid yellow card early because, you know, he was blocking the free kick, and, you know, Son just hit on him and he got a yellow. So that was like, what the hell is happening here? But yeah, that's how the game was. There was not a lot to talk about. Onana's, you know, distribution from the back is amazing. We could see like his crossing, the confidence that the guy has. We need a better midfield. Manchester United need a better midfield. Players are waiting to join us. Amrabat is waiting to join us. We need Benjamin Pavard is now going to Inter Milan because Harry Maguire has decided to seize the opportunity to not leave us. Eric Bailly wants 700,000 on as a release settlement from United. 15 million from Harry Maguire. That's what they want to kind of get out of the club. These are deals done in an era which has led for Manchester United to be in the decline. Casemiro is I understand that with the players that we have, we still need young blood. We don't have that yet. We need a better midfield. We need more cover and better ball control from players who can actually control the ball and help move forward. Bruno cannot do everything on his own. You can't have Rashford playing a striker. I saw Martial coming in. Martial did not move. His movement after even coming on was like as if he was doing a favor for Manchester United. So I really don't I want him to leave. Manchester United should there should be a clause or something where if you are not happy with the performances, they can leave. They have to leave. Martial, I expect him to leave. We need a striker. Rasmus Højlund does not solve the problem because he's only one. We need one more. Rashford can't play it. I think Garnacho's game, I think he will not get a start anymore, in my opinion. Sancho came in later, but he was not electrifying. But then at that time, we had lost the game. We had lost the midfield. We were playing long balls only. So that's kind of the reason. But I think Garnacho will not start from next week onwards. I think he knows it. His performance or like the way he played or the way he reacted if he subbed off, in my opinion, tells me that he will not. Erik ten Hag, it's not panic. Last season, he had 2 games. He had lost 2 games after being crushed by Brentford. At least he's won 1 and he's lost against Spurs, who are a new team with a new manager. So it's a new manager bounce. They're not playing with Harry Kane. Everybody wants to prove themselves. It's a different vigor. It's still, they've signed really good players. Maddison is really good. Pedro Porro is doing really, really good. And you can see, like Richarlison, of course, you can say unlucky, but then the players are there, they're clicking, Sarr is clicking, and so on and so forth. But I feel Manchester United still needs some more depth in the squad. There is not a lot of depth. United eventually, like the subs that you can tell by the subs that United had to make, Pellistri coming in, Martial coming in. Of course, Dalo was good, but then, we need somebody in the mid to kind of cover that mid. McTominay didn't play, so that was interesting. Eriksen is the only substitute and Eriksen and Pellistri was the only one. But in my mind, I think United still need a cover, and that's something which I feel United are missing. It is an embarrassing loss to Tottenham Hotspurs, but I still feel Erik ten Hag is the man to do the job if we back him properly, get in the midfield, the players that he wants. That's my match reaction to Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United. Spurs winning 2-0. Work to do for United, definitely. There is no denying that. Both, I would say for now, and this leaves. It's the second game of the Premier League. You don't want to kind of go deep, like you don't want to read too much into it. But then Tottenham Hotspurs after this win are like 4th. And United are 10th, but then I'm not kind of getting into that, getting much into it. United next play Nottingham Forest, and then they have Arsenal and Brighton. I am concerned. I think Nottingham Forest, if we don't win against Nottingham Forest, we have a big crisis on our hand because Arsenal and Brighton will be really, really tough for United. But Erik ten Hag, I think, can make some these, and the next time we play, we might have we have some players to kind of go and we can get somebody in. But let me know in the comment section about what do you think about the United Spurs performance. Who did you back more, or do you feel that United is way far off from where we expected them to be? Do like this video. What I've realized is I 1,000 people have watched this video who are not subscribers. I would request them really, really, really to kind of hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share it with your friends. It's something I love to do. These videos, they kind of are my I really like doing them. I feel I can bring some insight out. That's the reason I kind of put in the effort to make a video and put it out there. So this is my humble request to all of you who are watching this to kind of subscribe, share this, like with your friends, like and share it with your friends, and keep it, and comment more on what content you want me to make. I'm making more of shorts right now, so I'm sure you've seen a lot of shorts video coming in, and not a lot of long form videos like these that I'm doing. But then I want to make a balance of it and see how this. I'm just experimenting and trying to see how this goes. Let me know in the comment section, what do you like them, would you not like them? I would really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button down and like this video as well. That's all from me right now, and I catch you in the next one.